What is going on, guys? Andrew Hayes here with another wrestling video. But before I get started, I am joined by my boy.
Howdy, bitches, is your man, Film Fan 0599, and we're here for the final pay-per-view review of 2018.
Before next year, yeah, because this will be the last one until NXT/Royal Rumble.
Yes.
That will be the first one of the new year. But it won't be our last video. But we'll get to that at
We'll
the
get
end
to when our last video will happen. 18. We're not 19 yet. Yeah, we're just skipping over. We're just skipping over 2018. We're already in 2019. We're going straight to 2020.
Yeah, but today we are not only doing our a review for TLC. We are doing our top 10 favorite wrestlers of the year. Figure we put that into one video because why not? And let's get started. Let's see who the final victor is.
Yes.
Starting off for the Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander, a rematch from their fantastic match at Super Showdown. With Buddy Murphy retaining the title. We both went with Buddy Murphy, so we both get the point there. By the way, before I continue, it's the score right now is 59-55 in favor of me, so just keep that in mind. So this was another fantastic match. I expected nothing different because of the chemistry these two have together. It's off the charts. This is a fantastic match. I do enjoy their one at Super Showdown a little bit better, but that's not a knock to how great this match was.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the match?
Great matchup. Overall, I wish this was on the regular show and not the pre-show.
Yeah, and especially because there are a couple matches that like really could have been
just kickoff matches.
Yeah, like
why was the mixed match challenge finals on
that? That could have been on the pre-show.
But
this would have been a fantastic opener, and
yes.
But you know, it was on the pre-show, so I mean, technically it was the opener, but like I'm talking about like the main pay-per-view.
Yeah, the main show.
Yeah, but I'm still happy. I think the rightful person went over. I can't wait to see what Buddy Murphy is quickly becoming one of my favorites right now. So yeah, I can't wait to see. Any other thoughts on this match?
Exciting matchup. Got the crowd going. It was a nice opener for the kickoff, I guess. So yeah, I'd say it's a great match overall. I would give it a 4 out of 5.
I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Nice.
There was like one spot that really kind of looked like clunky, but yeah, no, this match is really good. On to the next match, a ladder match where a guitar was suspended above the ring, and the first person to retrieve it was declared the winner, Elias versus Bobby Lashley. Elias won. Surprise, surprise. We both went with Bobby Lashley. Like, I was convinced Bobby Lashley was going to happen. And I'm glad that he didn't win because fuck Bobby Lashley.
Though I kind of like this thing he's got going with Leo Rush, to be honest. Like, I kind of find it entertaining. I kind of find it entertaining. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
The whole favorite post thing is really, really dumb. But Elias went over, thank God, and I actually quite enjoyed this match.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm thinking about the favorite post.
It's so stupid. Like,
he literally bends down and points to his ass. It's
really dumb.
I have a dumb sense of humor. I apologize, folks.
This match actually surprised me a little bit. I thought this was going to be an awful match, but I actually quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun match. I wouldn't have. It was fun. I honestly think it was a fun little ladder match, to be honest.
Yeah, and what happened after the match was really, really dumb, and what happened on Monday was really, really dumb. But the match itself wasn't dumb.
Hopefully,
So
the street fight that they have next Monday on Raw is a lot better.
yeah, hopefully Elias wins in that, but he probably won't win that. But I give this a 3 out of 5. I actually quite enjoyed this match.
Yeah, same. I actually would give it a 3 out of 5 as well. Fun little ladder match, to be honest. So a lot. I think this was honestly my most surprising match of the whole night.
Yeah, same. But on to the next match. In the mixed match challenge finals, where each member of the winning team would get the 30th entrance in the Royal Rumble. Mahalisha, Alicia Fox, and Jinder Mahal versus Fabulous Truth, Carmella, and R-Truth. We both went with Fabulous Truth. We both get the point.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, this wasn't a good match. I'm not gonna, put it lightly.
I wouldn't say it was awful, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah, I mean, I like Carmella, and I've always found R-Truth entertaining. Say what you want about him, but I always found him very entertaining.
Oh, same, especially with this thing that he's got going, where he's like fucking confused as shit of everything.
Yeah. So like, I kind of find that. I mean, I feel like it's just like better teams could have been in this situation. Could be.
My pick to win this whole thing was actually Finn Balor and Bayley. I thought they were actually going to win this whole thing.
They could have won. Asuka and Miz could have won, but there were so many other teams that could have won.
Asuka and Miz. Well, there's a reason why they didn't win, and we'll find out a little bit later on.
But like, I'm just saying, there are other teams that could have been in this spot. But I mean, this was okay. I give it a 2 out of 5.
I give it a 2.5, mostly because of R-Truth. Honestly, R-Truth kept me entertained throughout the matchup. That's the only reason I could get that. And then that ending where he's just like, "We're gonna go to Stamford, Connecticut." I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And okay, I'm sorry.
And it seems like the both of them have really good chemistry with each other too. So I kind of like them as a pair, to be honest. So
yeah. And on to the next match, The Bar versus The New Day versus the Usos in a triple threat tag team match for the SmackDown Live tag team titles. Double Nine, went for the Usos. I went for The New Day. We were both wrong.
Yes.
The Bar ended up winning.
This was a very good match.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this match. I felt like it was a little too short. I feel like it could have been a lot longer. I would have wanted it to be a lot longer. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that this match was really good. All three teams are fantastic. I mean, it kind of sucks that Vince hates tag team wrestling for some reason. But no, this match was really good. I'm glad that these are the three teams. I really hope Sanity kind of makes the name for itself now.
I think with the if you saw SmackDown last night, it seems like Sanity's kind of putting themselves out there a little bit more now. I mean, they attacked both the club and the Usos, so hopefully they get inserted. Hopefully, maybe they even win the titles at some point. I would love for that to happen.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, it's a typical match you would expect with these three cool spots, great pacing.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, no, and my only problem with it is that I feel like there wasn't enough time.
Yeah. Overall, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5.
I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I thought this match was really good.
Same here.
On to the next match, a TLC match. Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin.
AKA an overblown chairs match.
Hold on. Where if Strowman won, he would receive a Universal Championship match at Royal Rumble, and Corbin will be stripped of all authoritative powers. And if Baron Corbin won, he would become full-time general manager on Monday Night Raw. Braun Strowman won. We both picked Strowman. We both get the point. I actually very enjoyed this. I
did too. However,
it was a lot of fun.
I will say this, though. This is now officially the worst TLC match, and let me explain. Because they don't even use the concept. It's literally an overblown chairs match.
Yeah, I mean, you had to make it no disqualification anyway, but I really like...
But besides that, I actually had a lot of fun, mostly because of what happened.
Yeah, I thought it was great that all the people he really screwed over came out. What would have been cool, and what I thought would have been cool is if and this is just me, if Strowman goes, I didn't come alone, and the Revival came out, I thought that obviously would have made them have to turn face. It would have been great because they've been kind of getting screwed over. So like that's like the only thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool that see, okay, here's the thing. So for those who didn't watch Monday, or didn't, so Kurt Angle came out in this. I thought it would have been much cooler instead of Kurt Angle, it was the Revival who came out instead.
Yeah.
Because then that saves the surprise for Monday night for Kurt Angle coming out.
Yes.
You know, and that would have been cool and whatnot. But I mean, I personally think that it would have been cooler if Kurt Angle came out.
Yes.
But that's just me. Or if the Revival came out, because the Revival, they've been booked in these really shitty matches. It would have been great for them because they have been screwed over. So I thought it would have been cool for that. I don't really have a grade for this because, again, this wasn't a match. It was more of a segment. So
yeah, I don't really have a grade for it too, but I will admit it was a lot of fun to watch. Mostly,
it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the segment.
Corbin got his comeuppance and shit, so it was fun. Some guy on Twitter put it perfectly. It was perfect for a solution for Braun, not being able to compete, and it was a nice way to round out the storyline.
Yeah, and I loved. I think my favorite part about the match is when Slater takes off his referee shirt and just punches Slater, and then.
Yeah, and then he puts it back on. Then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, like that's great. But yeah, my only like gripe with this is that, like, I thought it was cool Finn was out. Him and Corbin have problems. I thought it was cool that Gable and Rude were there, Slater. But like the Revival is someone that has had problems with Corbin, and like, where were they? Why weren't they out? That's the only thing that really didn't make sense to me.
My biggest gripe with the match is that, well, I mentioned it before, is that the TLC concept was basically non-existing in this fucking matchup. So, this could have been just a chairs match if this is what they were trying to go for. But whatever.
Yeah. Next match, Natalya versus Ruby Riott in a tables match. Natalya wins. We both went for Natalya. No, I lied.
No, I went for Ruby Riott.
Yeah, you went for Ruby Riott. I went for Natalya. So I get the point there. He does not. This match was fine. Nothing special. I mean,
I don't get what was so amazing. A lot of people on social media were like, "This matchup was great." I don't really see what was so great about it.
Yeah, I mean, neither do I. I thought it was fine. I didn't. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I also don't think it was all that great.
I will admit there was some fucking men that the Riot Squad takes some nasty bumps.
Yo, the one from Liv Morgan was nasty.
Oh, she got like fucking like kapoppled through the table. Jesus.
Yeah. But I thought this was fine. I really got nothing to say about it. There was like a couple cool spots here and there. It was fine. I give it like a 2.5 out of 5.
Same here, 2 out of 5. Honestly, it was just 2.5 out of 5. It just wasn't that great to me. It just felt kind of just whatever. I was like, okay, Natalya finally got her, redemption and whatever, and her honor for her father. Great. Just the matchup just wasn't interesting.
And next match, Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre, with Finn going over. We both went for Drew McIntyre. We both do not get the point because Finn won.
Which I'm happy about.
This was a good match.
I really like this matchup a lot, honestly.
I mean, but it surprised me because both are really good wrestlers. So,
yeah, a lot of people were like, "This matchup was boring." I'm like, "How the hell was this boring?" I like this.
I really didn't like the ending. I didn't like Ziggler coming out, and I don't necessarily agree with Balor going over, even if it is by other like interference. I really wish McIntyre got like a decisive victory. I thought that would have made him look great. But I can't be mad with Balor winning. I mean, yeah. So.
I mean, of course, I'm not mad about it because he's my dude. But like,
but I give this a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, same. 3.5 out of 5. These two are really good matchup, to be honest.
Next match, Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton in a chairs match. Rey wins.
This was my worst match of the night, to be honest.
Yeah, this match, the chairs match.
It's not the guy's fault. It's not their fault. It's just
The gimmick sucks. But we both went for Orton, by the way. So
we both lost on that exchange. But like, it's just it was not interesting to watch it. Like, I could care less about this. Like, I should, because these guys are really great competitors, but like, it's just whatever to me. So I give this like a 2 out of 5, to be honest.
I give this a 1.5 out of 5. Oh, yeah, again, nothing to say about this match.
The only reason I give it a 2 out of 5 is because this sounds like one of the coolest spots of the whole fucking night. When Ray does like a surfboard type of fucking like with the steel chair. That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of cool, but I mean, it was kind of sloppy at the same time. The ending was really sloppy too.
Yeah, the ending was like, what the hell just happened?
Next match, Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship.
The matchup of Money in the Bank was so much better.
No, I disagree with you on that one. I very much enjoyed this match. And, I mean, the one at Money in the Bank was good, but I thought this was so much better. It was an improvement, in my opinion. We both went for Rousey, by the way. But I 100% give credit for this match to Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey carried this match, in my opinion. There was one spot that was like, it was absolutely fantastic. It was beautiful looking. Ronda Rousey had Nia Jax in a guillotine chokehold, then transitioned beautifully into a headlock, and then transitioned again very beautifully into the armbar, which was great. Yeah, I personally very enjoyed this match. I mean, I just love seeing Nia Jax get the shit kicked out of her, because why not? Yes. What do you think about this match?
You know, I was a mixed bag with it. It had its fun moments. Rousey carried this whole matchup, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it was just Nia's not that good of a wrestler. I'm not trying to be like that. She's not good, and it shows, to be honest.
Stop pushing Nia. But what happened after the match was fantastic. Becky Lynch knocked the shit out of her.
Yeah, that was great. That was
great. It was like, keep your name out of my mouth. That was beautiful.
I give it a 2.5 out of 5.
I give this a 4 out of 5.
Oh, nice.
I really enjoyed this match.
Yes.
Ronda really impresses me. She might not have the best mic skills, but I think that for her skill set right now, and she's definitely going to improve, that she's been impressing me in the ring. I mean, listen, like, Nia Jax isn't a good wrestler. She had a really good match with Nia Jax now, on Sunday. Nikki Bella is the best wrestler. I thought she had a really, really good match against Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
Her against Charlotte was great, as expected.
That's probably my favorite matchup that she's done so far.
And I feel like Ronda's only going to get better.
Yes.
Next match
needs to improve her mic skills a fucking lot.
The next match, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. My bad.
Whole night.
I lied. It wasn't Daniel Bryan. It was the new Daniel Bryan versus.
Hell yeah!
My bad. Sorry for the mistake. But we both went with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan won, so we both get the point, and I agree with him. This is match of the night.
I said second best match of the night.
Oh, second best match of the night.
Yes.
I think this is match of the night. I'll even go as far as saying this is the best match Daniel Bryan has had since being in the WWE.
Oh, really?
Probably of his career, that I've seen. To be 100% honest.
Yeah, I would put this up there with like his matches with CM Punk.
This is definitely one of AJ Styles' best matches. I would say top 10 for Styles. I absolutely love this match. This is easily
for real. I didn't know who the fuck was gonna win this matchup, to be honest.
I didn't. Yeah, and like the thing is, like this was I love the people. I saw people complaining about the ending, that it was sloppy, that it was like stupid, like it was a roll up. But I thought it was cool. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It makes sense to me because these two were like literally beating the shit out of each other, and we didn't know how they were gonna like beat each other. So basically, Bryan had to go for the last solution, do a roll up on him.
Yeah, no, and I thought the pacing for this, like, it was a little bit slower than you might expect for a Daniel Bryan AJ Styles match, but I thought it worked perfectly, especially with what Bryan is doing. I absolutely love this match. This is probably guaranteed to be on my top 10 matches of the year, to be 100% honest.
Yeah.
That's how much I love this match. I give it a 5 stars.
Same here. I give it 5 out of 5 as well.
This is beautiful. This match.
Like, seriously, I was like on the edge of my seat wondering what was gonna happen next. Like, I had no fun. Like, it's like, oh, Daniel Bryan's the new champion, so they're gonna make it. I had no idea who was honestly gonna win this matchup this entire time.
Especially with what's going on now. I'm kind of curious to see where they're going with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And we can talk a little bit because there's something else I want to talk about. Yes. Before the list, but we'll get to that. I didn't inform you beforehand, but I meant to. I'm sorry, but anyway, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental title. Dean Ambrose won. I went for Rollins. He went for Ambrose, so he gets the point, not me.
I like this matchup a lot. I think a lot of people gave a lot of shit. I don't know why.
I didn't hate this match as much as most people. I thought the pacing really killed this match at times, but at times it excelled.
Yeah, I hate to be that guy, but like the crowd just, what the fuck were they like? I don't know, just like. The crowd was dead this entire match.
And a lot of that has to do with the placement on the card.
Why would you put this matchup after Bryan versus Styles and then before the TLC match?
Exactly. Like that's not Styles and Ambrose's fault. My problem with the matches aren't their fault. I thought they did the best they could. I thought that like towards the end it got really good, but like the beginning part, really, like, the pacing killed this match, and I felt, man, this could have been a lot shorter. Probably a good 10 minutes shorter, to be 100% honest.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fine. I give it a 3 out of 5, to be honest.
I will give it a 3.5. I liked it a lot. I think this was probably like very underrated in my opinion. I think a lot of people just I understand the pacing problems and stuff like that, but I felt the two gave it as much as they could with what they had to do, honestly. So.
Oh, and one thing I want to say is,
one thing is that I think everybody's just putting so much shit on Dean Ambrose. He's like, oh, he's not that good of a ring worker and shit. I'm like, it's not his fault. I mean, he has his own unique fighting style. Just like, I don't know.
It wasn't Rollins' fault.
Like, a lot of people give Dean shit too much. I don't like it because he's actually a really good competitor.
I don't like the air raid sirens only because you still hear the rev of the engine, so that kind of pisses me off. But I mean,
I gotta disagree completely. I fucking love that the sirens are.
I mean, no, like I like the air raid sirens. I just don't like how they still use the revving of the engine.
Yeah, and the steam song with the yeah.
But the last match of the night, a triple threat table ladders and chairs match for the SmackDown Women's title.
And what a surprise! This is my favorite matchup of the whole night.
Becky versus Charlotte versus Asuka, with Asuka winning. We both went with Asuka. This was a fantastic match. Again, though, like blew it out of the park. While I do prefer Bryan versus Styles, this match, I could understand if someone said this match was their favorite. I thought I think the third person there really helped with the pacing, really helped things a lot, and whatnot.
Yeah, like this was just fucking crazy. One of the better TLC matches I've seen in a while, to be honest. Like I felt like this was like really great. Like this was like the first time in a while where I felt the concept was really used to its full advantage, and it was really great. And you know, it didn't have a shitty ending that ruins the whole matchup like previous years have had.
And the thing is, I love how Ronda came out, to be 100% honest.
This is because it made sense. The reasoning of why it happened.
Yeah, it wasn't some like Ronda came out, oh my god, what is she doing? No, like she has beef with both Lynch and Charlotte, and she has a chip on her shoulder, and she goes, you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm going to screw you out of the title. And she's pretty much sending a message to them, don't mess with me. And now, Becky and Charlotte are not going to take the shit. I think this is definitely leading to a triple threat at Mania, which I'd rather have Becky versus Ronda.
I think someone said this. We're going to have a Lex Luger and Bret Hart situation at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I saw that too. But, like, see, here's the thing. I'd much rather it just be Becky versus Ronda.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to the idea of a triple threat because all three are fantastic. And they're the three best women on the whole roster. So the only thing is, if Becky and Charlotte both go to Raw,
yes,
there's no one left on SmackDown for Asuka to defend her title again.
We could always move. We could always move two people. We could move Shasha and Bayley to fucking SmackDown if we could.
Yeah, but like that's my problem. You know, I mean, maybe Sonya, but Sonya's not ready, and I really like Sonya. I really like Mandy, but like they're not ready. Naomi isn't the best, so I don't want to see her anywhere near the title. And as much as I love the Iconics, I don't think that like they're ready yet. And that's like who's left on the roster. Like nobody. So I mean, Becky and Charlotte are probably both going to go to Raw, so they're going to have to move somebody over from Raw. But
yeah.
But anyway, I give this a 5 stars. I love this match.
Oh, same here. This was, dude, the fucking spots in this match were insane. Like, my favorite spot in the whole matchup was when fucking Charlotte just mutilates fucking Asuka through the barricade.
Oh, that was great. I mean, there were so many great spots.
Or the leg drop that Becky did to Charlotte through the table.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it didn't even break at first. Like, literally, after she got off of her, it fucking broke. That made it even more impactful.
Mm-hmm. So, the one thing I wanted to talk about, the recent call-ups that they announced.
Yes.
So, can you talk about that while I tally up the score?
So Lacey, so here are the call-ups. Lars Sullivan, Lacey Evans, EC3, Heavy Machinery, and Nikki Cross. I kind of don't like the way that they're doing this, to be honest. I think it's kind of... I don't know why Heavy Machinery's in there already. I don't mind them as a tag team. It's just I don't think they're necessarily ready enough to go to the main roster. Nikki Cross, I'm glad about. I'm finally glad that she's, getting called up. It's about damn time. EC3, I still think it's a little bit too... I would still like to see him a little bit more in NXT before he goes to the main roster. But it'd be cool to see him, maybe go to SmackDown, maybe go for the United States title.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I would have liked to see EC3, and Heavy Machinery and Lacey Evans just feel like they weren't ready yet because they haven't done much of NXT.
Yeah.
So, that's that. I mean, I feel like Nikki Cross has to go. She was the one that really should have been called up by now. So.
Yes. Yeah, out of all of them, it's really her that should have been, called up.
And I really like all of them. I mean, I think they all have a lot of potential, but it just, I don't know, a lot of them feel like why? Like it really doesn't make sense to me.
Also, my boy Mustafa Ali's now.
Yeah, Mustafa Ali's on SmackDown. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, and he pinned the fucking WWE champion, for Christ's sake. So
yeah, that was great.
So obviously they want to really do something with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's that. The final score is 66-62 in favor of me. I know. I just got really lucky at TakeOver War Games 2. That's what it came down to. That's what it comes down to. It really came down to War Games 2, where I predicted a perfect card. Like I predicted it perfectly. So and I just so happened that you disagreed with me a lot on that and what you thought was going to happen.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, it wasn't like I could have seen Gargano winning. I could have seen the Undisputed Era winning. I could have seen Kairi Sane winning at that event. I could have even seen Velveteen Dream winning at that event. So it wasn't like a B team moment. It wasn't Jeff Hardy going over Shinsuke moment. It wasn't one of those moments.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You won't let this fucking go! Shut up!
But anyway, we are going to do our top 10 favorite wrestlers of the year. Now, please, before we get started, keep in mind these are our personal top 10. This is not necessarily who we think are the best wrestlers in the world. It's necessarily who we enjoy seeing the most.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we did include other wrestlers outside of WWE. I mean, at least I did. I know he didn't.
Apologies, folks, for that.
So just remember that this was a very hard list for me to make because there are
honestly,
only
because there was
10 spots, and there's so many wrestlers that I wanted to include. I do have honorable mentions. I'm saving mine until right before my number one because, like I said, there are a lot.
Yeah, same. I'll do the same thing.
So let's get started. My number, and if we have the same number, like always, let's discuss it. My number 10 is Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream just gets it. Like, he gets it. He has the it factor. That's something you can't teach. And besides that, he oozes charisma, and he is a fantastic wrestler. It's very hard putting him this low, but I just prefer my other 9 more.
Yes.
And yeah, that's my number 10.
All right, my number 10 is Finn Balor.
Okay.
I do think Balor. A lot of people actually kind of overlooked how much of a great year he actually had. This dude, he was the second entry in the Royal Rumble. He competed in the opening matchup at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title, one of the best matches of the year and the best match of that night. He had some great matches with Seth Rollins. He's done a lot this year, and I'm sure maybe there could have been some placements for him and stuff like that here and there. But overall, I think he had a very good year and a lot better of a year than most people look at it to be. So, deserves to be right there at the number 10 spot for me.
My number 9 is Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh.
And again, it was like hard putting him this low because I absolutely love Ciampa. I love what he's doing right now. He, again, just gets it. His heel work, he is the best heel I've seen, like pure heel I've seen in a long, long time. I love it, like just what he does. I just love what he's doing. He has had so many match of the year candidates this year. Probably at every takeover. I mean, I just love what he's doing right now. I hope he holds the title on for at least till New York, takeover New York.
Mm-hmm.
So Ciampa's my number 9.
My number 9 is the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Nice.
Braun, I think, had also a really good year, to be honest. Just the dude, he's probably the best big man we've had in years, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, he is, honestly.
Like,
so yeah, no, Strowman is really one of the best that has, like, one of the best big men. I mean, I remember seeing Strowman, and when he first debuted, I was like, who is this guy? Like, and he was nothing. Like, he was terrible when he first started, but he honestly, since 2015, I want to say, he's easily has been the most improved in that time span, and really had, like, he's not the best speaker, but like Strowman really doesn't need to be the best speaker. To be honest.
Yeah, he's great, and he had a really great 2018. To be honest, he had a really fun triple threat match with Kane and Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. He won Money in the Bank this year. The dude did a lot, and I enjoyed his presence almost every time, to be honest. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. So that was your number 9, right?
That was my number 9.
My number 8 is Ricochet.
Nice.
Ricochet has always been someone I enjoyed outside of WWE and someone that I always loved. So it was great to see him finally join this year. He has had a Dave Meltzer 5-star match with the ladder match, but he has had other like great matches. Him versus Cole was really good. Him versus Dream was really good. And even like as recently as him versus Tyler Breeze was like really, really good.
Yes.
So I love what he's doing. I can't wait to see what else he does next year. I really hope he I think he's going to be in line for the title pretty like next year. So yeah, I can't wait to see what he has in store. Ricochet is my number 8.
My number 8 is a tie.
Okay.
Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre.
Okay, that makes sense.
This is the reason I only made it a tie, because really you gotta put these two together, to be honest, because they really did most of their shit together this year. I mean, Dolph had the best year he's had in a very long time. He won the Intercontinental title. Had some great matches with Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre is one of the best competitors we have right now in the company. And seeing him team with Ziggler was pretty awesome. I think it's they were honestly, I would name them the best tag team of the year, to be honest, if you're asking me, in terms of WWE wise. Just the two had great chemistry with each other. You know, he was the McIntyre was the muscle, Ziggler was the brains. It was great, and they ended up winning the Wild Tag Team titles also earlier this year. I would have wished they had a proper breakup, but I did overall enjoy what they had this year, and that's why they come in as my number 8.
All right. My number 7 is Johnny Gargano.
Ooh.
Johnny Gargano has had one hell of a year.
Yes.
At each takeover, he has had match of the year candidates. Either 5-star matches or near 5-star matches. The only one I wouldn't give a 5-star match was his one at Chicago 2. But that was like a very close. That was like a 4.5 out of star match. I mean, he was in one of my favorite matches of all time. Like, and just one of my favorite matches of the year. One that I had the privilege of seeing live. Him versus Almas was great, and then him versus Ciampa at Brooklyn 4 was another one that I just so lucky to have seen live. Him versus Black was also great. He is arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Yes.
And yeah, he's my number 7.
Nice. My number 7 is the former Yes Man, the new Daniel Bryan. Bryan made his return this year to the ring, and really has had a pretty, I would say he had a pretty solid year. He had a really good feud with The Miz, winning the WWE Championship this year and having arguably a really great heel turn, in my opinion. It's Bryan is one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. He's in my top 10. So it was great to see him back once again. I think he actually had a pretty stellar 2018.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely understand. So that's your number 7?
Yes.
My number 6 is Pete Dunne.
Nice.
Pete Dunne has always been one of my favorite wrestlers, like always working today. I love what he's doing with the title. I'm glad that NXT UK is finally up and running, and I get to see more of him.
Yeah.
I got to see him versus Zach Gibson live. That was amazing. And then him in War Games was fantastic. He's just one of the best wrestlers working today, and he's only 23, so he's only going to get better. So I can't wait to see what next year has in store with them, especially with the UK title. Pete Dunne is my number 6.
Nice. My number 6 is the Undisputed Era.
Okay.
I could not just honestly, I was thinking of just putting Adam Cole there, but I had to put the whole team there because it's just like they're one big fusion. You know what I mean? All of them, I feel like did a really good job. I know Bobby Fish wasn't really around because unfortunately with the knee injury, but Roderick and Kyle O'Reilly held the tag team titles, had some of the best tag team matches of the year. Cole, becoming the first North American champion, having that great matchup with Ricochet at Brooklyn. And then, of course, War Games, where all 4 of them competed for the first time with all 4 of them. It was just great. They're overall great competitors and probably my favorite guys in NXT right now, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree. My number 5 is Elias.
Oh, yes.
He is just, he's not the best wrestler in the world, but like I'd much rather have someone as charismatic as Elias, who's a decent wrestler at best, than someone who's a really good wrestler and has no charisma. And
I feel like you have to nail both. To be honest,
you have to nail both, and he's a good wrestler. Like, he isn't terrible. Like, he isn't.
I think he's a really good. I think he's a very good wrestler. To be honest, I like him a lot.
He isn't flashy or anything, and he won't like.
I'm not saying he's like Daniel Bryan or anything, but he's really good at what he does.
What really draws me to Elias is his charisma and his mic ability, and how he can control the crowd. That's what really draws me to him. Every time like he does a segment or something, I'm always drawn and makes it the best. Like he like really honestly has made this like Lashley feud as best as he could be. And like he was a heel, and I thought he was a great heel. And then like he turned face, and I was happy, but like, oh, I don't know, like he was a great heel, and I think he's making this face thing really work. He really needs to run at the Intercontinental title.
I think hopefully next year he gets that title.
And I like what I like about like his thing now, because his thing with heel was please silence your cell phones, hold your applause to the end, and shut your mouth. But I like what he does now. He's like, please turn off your cell phones, please hold your applause to the end. And if you know the words, sing along. Like, I don't know, like that's like great. Only like he can do that. Like,
yeah, like I like how he like flips it now. It's great.
And I like how he goes, if you know the words, please sing along.
Yeah, he's just the dude's arguably, honestly, in my opinion, is arguably the most charismatic guy on the roster right now.
Yeah, arguably. So Elias is my number 5. I absolutely love Elias. And if you told me like last year that Elias would be in my top 5, I'd tell you, you're crazy. But like really this year, he's arguably the breakout star of the year in WWE. In my opinion. Yes. He was great at the Rumble. I love seeing him at the Rumble. And then Elimination Chamber, he was great. He just had a great year, in my opinion. So yeah, Elias is my number 5.
All right, my number 5 is phenomenal AJ Styles.
Yeah, nice.
All right. I feel like everyone has said already what they need to say, because I mean, look at the fucking year this guy has had. From holding the WWE Championship for a full year, having some great matches with Samoa Joe. Say what you will about the feud between him and Nakamura, but their matchup of Money in the Bank was really great in my opinion. And he just gave it his all, man. He just, he's a great competitor. He's arguably the hardest working guy in the company right now. He just always gives it his 100%. He had the matchup a few nights ago against Daniel Bryan. That was fantastic. So, yeah, just the dude is amazing and definitely deserves to be in the top 5.
Yeah, no, it's great. My number 4 is the man, Becky Lynch.
Hell yeah, that's my number 4 as well.
Oh, nice. So we do agree on one. I mean,
yes.
Listen, I mean, my favorite, honestly, at the beginning of the year was the Iconic Duo, and I still love the Iconic Duo. And I mean, and I love Bliss and Sasha. But like, and I always loved Becky Lynch, but I think the really thing holding Becky Lynch back was her character. And that's the case with a lot of people, like the Usos. I love the Usos now.
Yes.
When they were face, they were bland as fuck. And while they were really hard workers and really good wrestlers, I just didn't like them because they were bland. Same thing with Sheamus. I did not like his character until he joined up with Sheamus and kind of changed his character. I didn't like, Braun Strowman until he changed his character. And not that I didn't like Becky Lynch.
It's just she needed some improvement.
She needed some improvement. She needed a character change, and that's exactly what we got this year. She is easily my favorite woman on the roster today. And as with being number 4 on my list, one of my favorite people on the roster today. I'm so happy that she got a chance to really shine. She is a legit badass, and I love it.
Yeah, same. Like, she just kicks ass. And, this was her year. Easily the best female wrestler of the year.
Yeah,
without question. Her charisma, her her wrestling ability. It's been amazing, and her whole shtick as the man has been amazing. I've loved
her Twitter game is absolutely great. But yeah, no, Becky Lynch is my number 4.
Nice, same. Yeah.
You have anything else to say about Becky?
She I've always loved Becky. She's always been a favorite of mine. But I will admit, I did even say if she wants to get back into relevancy, she needs to change something about her character.
Yeah,
and she did.
The case with some people, like Orton. I'm still not a big fan of Orton, but like he still changed things up,
Yes.
So, my number 3 is someone that I know you don't have on your list for a fact, because it is someone outside of WWE, or should I say, people outside of WWE.
Ooh.
I kind of cheated a little bit. I didn't choose one person, and I couldn't because I love all these guys. And why I do like some more than most, I just feel like they're better together, kind of like how you were with the Undisputed Era. That is the Elite.
Nice.
So that includes, for those who don't know, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Marty Scurll, and Adam Page. I loved exactly what they're doing. Them in the Bullet Club is probably my favorite storyline of the year. I think it's absolutely perfection. Oh, and Cody Rhodes. I forgot Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
But I love them. I like some more than most. I think my favorite out of all these guys is Marty Scurll, because I love his character. Cody Rhodes has been fantastic. I mean, they're all really, really good. Adam Page, I like just a little bit less than all of them. But he's still, again, one of the most improved of the year. Really impressed me this year. But again, it's like with you in the Undisputed Era, I like them better together, and I really think them together really, really help elevate each other, and I love it. They're all some of my favorite wrestlers right now. Marty Scurll is easily one of my favorite wrestlers right now, and if I had to choose one, it would be Marty Scurll. But I just couldn't leave them. I just had to include them together, and I know it's kind of cheating, but fuck it, it's my list.
Yeah, same. Fuck it, it's my list. I don't care.
My number 3 is the Elite.
All right, my number 3 is the Architect, Seth Rollins.
Nice.
Seth Rollins. This is his best year since 2015, easily. The dude, he just kicked it up to a 110, to be honest. First, with him winning the Intercontinental. First, actually, that gauntlet match firsthand.
That gauntlet match was great.
Then him winning the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania and having one of the better Intercontinental title reigns in a very long time. And then he had some great matches with Ziggler. I will admit this second Intercontinental title reign wasn't nearly as great as his first, but I still feel he still brought some eyes back to that title that really needed to be brought back to that title. And, just the dude had some of the best matches of the whole year. And overall, I really do think the dude really, like I said, I really do think this is his best year since 2015. And I think it will only get better from here, to be honest. I could see him winning the Universal title in 2019.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. My number 2 is, again, another group, the Undisputed Era.
Hell yeah!
I mean, again, if I had to choose one, it'd be Adam Cole. But, again, these guys are so great by themselves, but they're even better together. I really don't have much to say about these because you said it all. But, I just love these guys so much. Number 2 is the Undisputed Era.
All right. My number 2 is Tommaso Ciampa.
Nice.
The best heel working in wrestling today, to be honest. This guy, this guy is just a bastard, but I love him. He's awesome. Had some great matches with Gargano. The Unsanctioned match was great. The Chicago, I may disagree with you. I actually think the Chicago Street Fight is the best out of the 3 matches they've had, to be honest.
In my opinion, the best match is the Last Man Standing match.
We may know the reasoning behind that, but I don't care. I don't give a shit. But that last man standing match was fucking amazing. So I'm not holding you back for anything. But no, that was great. And just the dude just sells this heel character so well. Like, and having him hold the title makes it even perfect, even more amazing.
Yeah, I love what they're doing with them right now, man.
Especially how he won the title. Honestly, like how he won the title is even more fantastic.
Like, I know I talk about like the storytelling with the Elite versus the Bull Club, like perfect. Like this is also like him. The whole thing with Ciampa and Gargano and whatnot, also perfect.
Yeah, for sure. Like, this is like how wrestling storytelling should be, honestly. Yes. And honestly, it's without question my favorite storyline I've witnessed in 2018. And I'm excited to see what Tommaso Ciampa does next year.
Okay, so before I get to my number one, I do have some honorable mentions. Rollins is on there. Again, Asuka is on there. I really like what she was doing this year. Buddy Murphy really impressed me this year. He is my most improved of 2018.
Nice.
So definitely up there. Cedric also had a great year. Someone who not the person that just missed. These people just missed. Daniel Bryan just missed. Will Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr. just missed it. Mustafa Ali, if this was a top 12, he would have made it. And the person that legit just missed it, Aleister Black.
Nice.
And there's so many other people, but I don't want to keep going on forever. Like honestly, this was hard to make. There's so many wrestlers that I love, and whatnot. So it was hard keeping it down to 10 and just keeping it down to a couple honorable mentions.
I do have one.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought we were doing honorable mentions next.
Oh no, okay. I was gonna say I'll do my number one and then you do your honorable mentions.
Okay, all right, you go. What's your number one, boy?
Surprise, surprise! It's AJ Styles.
Nice.
I mean, I loved what he did this year. Holding the title for a year is fantastic. Even like what he's done with Bryan is fantastic. He's my favorite wrestler, or my second favorite wrestler of all time for a reason.
Yes.
And I don't want to say a lot about Styles because I've said it a lot numerous times. So I'll just surprise AJ Styles is my number one.
Yes.
Okay. What is your honorable mention now?
Honorable mentions that I have. Oh boy, hold on. There's a lot. Hold on a minute. All right, now my honorable mentions are firsthand. I have Aleister Black, Velveteen Dream. I have Randy Orton, Baron Corbin, Jeff Hardy. Let's see. Trying to remember. There was one more. That I had. Oh, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Those were my honorable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
So my number one is Mr. Wrestling himself, Johnny Gargano.
Makes sense.
I feel there was no wrestler that had just an amazing year quite like he did. Literally all of the pay-per-view matches he has had are 5-star matches, and it's quite insane, to be honest. The dude, I've always liked Gargano. I've always thought he was a good wrestler. This year made me love him even more, to be honest, because I felt like he showed his true potential this year. Him versus Almas, not going to say exactly what, but I'll just say that matchup was pretty spectacular, if you ask me. His trilogy of matches with Tommaso Ciampa, absolutely phenomenal. Best trilogy I think I've seen since Michaels and Triple H, to be honest. Just absolutely incredible. Then his matchup with Aleister Black, phenomenal. Just the dude, there's a reason why he's called Mr. Wrestling. It's because the dude can get it done in the ring every night, and I feel like there's no wrestler that had better of a year than Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, I mean, AJ Styles, but
you shut the fuck up. No, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Yeah, no,
yes,
but
I'm kidding too.
I mean, holding the company's top prize for the majority of the year. Pretty fantastic. Arguably the most prestigious title in all of the world.
Okay, I'm sorry. I never said I was perfect, okay?
But anyway, that's it. Please be on the lookout for the next video that we do, which will be top 10 matches of the year, which I don't know when that is. It's definitely not going to be next week because I got a lot of matches to rewatch, so I won't have enough time. So we will set a date soon, my friend.
Yes, hell yeah.
But anyway, do you have anything to plug? I mean, I know you do, but
no. Well, subscribe to my channel, Film Fan 0599. Thank you once again, Andrew, for having me on here. I can't wait for 2019 where I kick your ass. And hopefully,
yes, I am the official winner. I will go into next year as the reigning champ. So just know, everybody, I am better.
The title. So hopefully, of course, this is all in good fun, and hopefully we, have some fun next year since we're actually doing the full pay-per-view calendar next year.
Yeah, and hopefully Jeff Hardy retires next year, so you won't stupidly pick him. I'm kidding. Like, I really don't. I mean, Jeff's gonna retire when he retires, but
I hate you so much sometimes.
But anyway,
maybe I hope Styles retires, so that way you don't always suck his dick all the time. No, I'm kidding.
No, because he's the best wrestler in the world. They're not named Kenny Omega. But
I'm just being a dick. We're just being dicks to each other.
Yeah. Well, remember, guys, holler if you hear me.
Yeah.